Well, people, I'm telling you, this is what it's gonna come down to eventually. Yeah. Uh, I have been trying to warn the people, warn a lot of people that, and it was a guy. He asked me the other day. Some people might say I'm cooking this too fast, but I'm not. I know what I'm doing. I've got a lot of experience on this. Got quite a bit of experience. I can take it off. I can pull it off anytime I want. Right? Let that kind of ease out. But the number one thing about it is, folks, is actually knowing how to get it done. So I was in the store the other day, the grocery store, and a friend of mine, old friend of mine, old family friend, more like an in-law. I was talking about, gathering up some food and stuff like that, getting prepared, and I'm like, hey, gathering up some things, so in the event that something should happen, where the lights go out, the grid goes down. And I guess he kind of thought about it after a while. Man, you can tell I've been cooking out here, right? I haven't changed this out, and I've had this same one, this rocket stove. I've had this for a while now. So I was telling him about how I was gathering up, extra food and stuff like that in the event that, something should go on, when it comes down to the lights going out. And he eventually, he came over and he was like, he whispered in my ear, he was like, hey, he said, if the lights go out, he sort of, or electricity goes out, how you gonna cook in the first place? I said, brother, you must don't know me. I said, you obviously don't know me. Right? So he was making it seem as though if the lights go out, or if the grid goes down or something like that, the electricity goes out, that I won't be able to cook. I'm like, hey man, I got my ways, During that Hurricane Helene thing, last September of 2024, I'm gonna add some more here. Here's my little push stick, folks. I got my little push stick. Amplify, see that? You see that? You see that? Yeah, I got my little push stick in there. Beeping on up a little bit. But see, he made it seem as though I wouldn't be able to cook any meals unless I had electricity. So what was the point in me gathering up extra food in the first place? He said, if the electricity go out, he said, how you gonna cook? He kind of, gave a little laugh there, a little, sarcastic laugh. And I looked at my cousin who was with me, and I was like, he obviously don't know me, do he? He must don't know me, Oh, I have my ways. I don't need electricity to cook a meal, If you have a lot of that food that's still stored over, when the electricity goes out, and I don't say if, but I say when, because it's coming back around, it's gonna last a long time, okay? When that time comes, yeah, it's gonna come, it's gonna happen. Got these things out here. I kneel on these sometimes to keep cause it's wet out here, folks. You see, and I take these and I kneel on them. So what I was telling him is, listen, I don't need electricity to cook, brother. I can cook outside. And it's not about grilling either. They always talking about, oh, well, we could put some, I heard other people, we could put some, some coals on the barbecue pit and we can cook our food like that. But I'm gonna tell you, those coals aren't gonna last. And when they run out, what are you gonna do then? This is what my training course is all about. Showing people how to get down. I take these hubcaps, I take that, and I take my little thing and I cover it up sometimes, a lot of times, at night and so forth. After I lift my little grill off. But it's about getting prepared, folks. I got my little glasses on I had so I can keep the bull crap out of my eyes. What I said, stop slinging the bull crap. But it's really for the gnats, because we just, we were coming off a hard rain, some hard rains, and a lot of the gnats fly around. You get extra mosquitoes and stuff like that, and I keep these gnats out of my eyes. But the thing about it is, and it's beautiful out here. The thing about it is getting yourselves prepared, folks. You don't need electricity. You don't need electricity to cook. I heard so many people talking about how they lost so much food. All the food was going bad and all this kind of stuff. So our food didn't go bad because I was cooking it. I was cooking it just like that on my rocket stove, or what I call my open face grill. Okay. And you know, it's I can also, you know, as you can see, I have a grill over here. I have a barbecue grill. This closed-in barbecue grill. I can use this as well, and I can continue to use it without charcoal, okay? Without charcoal, because I know the right things to put inside of it in order to, you know, to cook without having to use charcoal, right? So, what I'm saying is, get yourselves prepared. Get yourselves prepared. Don't worry about the naysayers and what they have to say about it. Don't worry about any of that. Just get yourselves prepared, folks. Because that time is coming. They keep talking about it over and over and over. They keep giving us these warning signs, you know, about what's taking place. You see what's taking place when it comes down to the presidency. You see what's taking place in this country. You see what they're doing. They're purposely doing this. They're trying to hurt us all. It's not just about black and white. They're trying to hurt us all. And when that time comes that you're not prepared, because a lot of this stuff is coming, because I'm telling you, the U.S. economy is about to go off to sea and drown somewhere. Okay? It's about to go out to sea and it's about to drown. Okay? So if you're not prepared to live off the land, you're going to either have to go off into one of their communities, okay, with the help of maybe FEMA. Who knows if there still is a FEMA, huh? With all this government cutting and all the stuff that they're doing they're knocking out all kinds of things when it comes down to, you know, these government programs and so forth and so on that can, you know, do a lot of help. And has been helping people over the years when it comes down to sustaining themselves during the times of disasters. Okay? So people, please get yourselves prepared, get yourselves ready, get yourselves together. Let me get back to my food here, my meat that I'm cooking. But folks, please, get yourselves together. I'm trying to give warnings through the church, but they don't seem to want to hear me though. You talk about a stiff-necked people. And you would think that the churches would be some of the very ones who will say, hey, yeah, let's get this thing together for our communities because we can see what's coming, because God has shown us what is about to take place. But apparently, somewhere along the line, God is not showing a lot of these churches what is about to take place in order for them to get prepared. That means that God is not speaking to these people when they're just simply out here gathering money for their collection plates. They don't want to tell any sad stories because they love what is known as a cheerful giver. So they have to give it to the people and make it seem like, oh, the hope is there, and there is hope, right? Nothing wrong with that. But they don't want to give these people that doomsday warning, and I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Like my man said this morning, he's a minister and he also has a podcast. Hate to be that bearer of bad news, you know. But I'm going to tell you something, people. Get yourselves prepared. Learn some skills on how to survive outdoors, because there's a serious disaster that's headed to the United States of America. Don't be so naive into believing that everything is just simply going to be all right. It will be all right in the long run. But before we get to that place, you have to survive to get there. You have to be a survivor. Let's continue to eat. Let's keep up our strength. I'm out of here. I am the Conscious Chronic. One. Oh yeah, she ready. It's ready, babies. It's ready, babies. There we go. It's ready. One.